Financial. Hello.
Welcome back to Tintero. I'm David.
I'm Gary.
And apparently I started it while he was wanting to know how we were going to do the August energy reading.
Yes,
you just do it.
You were pretty much almost in all of the planning of the video, which is about 3 seconds of, do you want to do this? Yeah, okay, fine.
Hey, we do a lot of research here. Okay, so we record this at a little after 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time, or you could say Pacific Time and don't say daylights or standard time, and you'll never be wrong. Pet peeve of mine.
Yeah. Friday, August 1st.
Yes. Welcome to August. It's supposed to be a hell of a month. I'm up for that.
Yes. Yeah. So we've got August is a pretty busy time in our family. Our mom just turned 90. She's at the end of July, and then we have like 5 family members that have birthdays in August.
You act like these folks care.
I mean, they do care. They're always asking, when's your birthday? It's coming up.
It's coming up. Coming up in a couple weeks. Why don't we do an August energy reading for the United States rather than for your birthday to figure out how things are going?
I want to do an August energy reading for the 14th of August.
Yes.
Okay, August energy reading for the United States. Oh boy. Entertainment purposes only. Deck was upside down, but I caught it. Oh boy. That pretty much says it all, doesn't it?
Okay, we're done here. Thank you very much for watching Twin Tarot.
If you like these videos, subscribe. I will mesmerize you with my colored microphone. Okay, Wheel of Fortune.
If you have a reading that you would like to do based on that one card, go ahead and make a video of it. Post it up there.
You can do a whole series just on this card. So, Wheel of Fortune. It's anything's possible.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
But it's the cross, the challenges, the 10 of Wands, just the burden, just so many things that we're combating, so many things that we're trying to deal with. That pretty much sums it up. That sums up the last 8 months or 7 months of this country. Energy underneath is the Queen of Cups, just trying to keep a lid on the emotions. That's probably, maybe it's more advice on what we should be doing. It's trying to keep calm. This too shall pass. Libby says we're halfway through, and that was 2 months ago. So we're 2/3 of the way through. Come on, hang in there. Don't give up. In the past, you got the High Priestess.
Guess you should listen to Libby.
Yeah, exactly. Secrets being kept, secrets being revealed. Just lots of. I don't know. How would you classify that? Beyond that, any thoughts?
I would keep going and figure out. I mean, I think there's. We're finding out more. To me, it's like we're going to have more of the same in August. It's going to be even harder. We've been aware of what's coming. Things are being revealed, and now here comes the USA. I think things are starting to come to a head here.
Yeah. So the current energy is the Star, and we've been trying to read this. The Star has been sometimes read as democracy. The Star can be read as Donald Trump just stealing the spotlight, just always wanting to be in the news cycle. Overarching energy is a Chariot. What's happening is just, it's going to be moving forward. Starting to get lots of major arcana. Almost everything's been major arcana. The foundation, the past, the current, and the overarching energy. Hi, kitten. Okay, Kittens agrees. Things are moving forward. Lesson to be learned. Knight of Cups. Just an emotion. Hi.
Is somebody hungry?
I fed her like half an hour ago. Hi. maybe it was an hour ago. I mean, yeah, we do have to feed the cats on the hour. It's one of their contract demands, you know. Hey, come
Would you like me to pause while you do that?
Sure.
All right.
All right. So, lesson to be learned is the Knight of Cups. To me, it's like maybe August is when we start trying to heal. The emotional healing may be starting. Maybe something's happening in August where we're turning the corner a bit, because underneath it, it's keeping your emotions under control. Some truths are out there. It's going to be maybe impacting the democracy. These truths are coming forward, and a peace offering will be made. Outcome, and Trump will be left out in the cold.
Somebody's gonna be out in the cold.
Yeah, so someone is going to be on the outside.
Well, you've got, and certainly looking at that, we got. I think the tariffs started going into effect today.
Yep,
and that's going to cause some problems.
Mm-hmm.
Trump just fired his like a labor secretary because he didn't like the job reports number.
Yep.
And
so what you do is you don't fix the problem. You fire the person who reported it. It's kind of like how his approach to COVID reporting. Just stop testing so the numbers don't look so bad.
Right.
The
Michael Wolff book or the Michael Wolff interview of Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein was saying that Trump just has tantrums. When things don't go his way, he just has a tantrum. And that's kind of what we have here. But I think that's also things in the government are out of control.
Mm-hmm.
I think that with that chariot, that could be, slow and steady, but that could be wild out of control. And I think that's probably what we're going to start seeing. Things are going to become more wild, more unhinged in August. And there's going to be some people trying to calm things down. But I would be really concerned with, like, one thing that would bring people together is releasing unredacted Epstein files.
Yeah.
And let us see everybody that's on that list, because they're pedophiles and child rapists, and mm-hmm. I don't care what political party they represent.
It's a little bit more on the Five of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this Five of Pentacles card? What's it trying to tell us? Because
that helped a lot.
Yeah, a lot of actions being taken, a lot of chaos will ensue, and it's going to involve the MAGA crazy.
Yep, I think MAGA's not going to be happy, because they're going to do something like pardon Ms. Maxwell, or not release those documents, or something like that. It's a broken promise. They were promised something, and now they're not getting what they were promised, and they're going to be upset.
Yeah, it could be Trump holding all the information and just saying screw you to MAGA. I got, there's a lot of things happening.
Move on to the next thing.
Yeah, chaos ensues. MAGA's impacted, but they signed up for it. They put him in office. That's entirely possible.
I'm going to do the same thing and see what I get for that.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Didn't you? You did a lousy job stacking your deck.
I know.
Okay. August is kind of like the train's coming, and you're standing on the tracks, and it's coming fast. Something's coming quick that we've been expecting. So you got the 8 and the 9. So between August and September, there's going to be a lot of action, a lot of movement with justice. In the past, you got the King of Pentacles. I think the oligarchs are going to start pushing Trump, saying he's damaged in the head and things need to move. I think also with the Jeffrey Epstein thing, we've got that coming up. There's some things coming to a head in August. Current situation is the 8 of Swords, and we're captive to it. Willing captive, but we're captive to it. Whatever's happening in August, people have tied themselves. It's kind of like Mike Johnson has tied himself to Trump at this point by not releasing the Epstein files. you've selected your teams and you've tied yourself to that, and now it's going to be a little bit difficult to change position. This is also about victimization. So some things about victim, especially with women. Overarching energy is the Three of Cups. It's celebration, but it's also the intoxication. People are, what happens in August, some people might celebrate, some people are going to have a dreadful hangover. There's your Queen of Wands again, more fire energy. Lesson to be learned is you should have seen this coming. You see it coming. It's coming fast, but you should have had more foresight with this. And we've got women, and women in here. Outcome is the Knight of Wands.
More fire energy.
Yeah, more plans. There's something with justice that's happening here. This could be like Ms. Maxwell has now been set free, and she's getting ready to testify, and they've prepped her testimony. That type of thing. And the King of Pentacles would be, the wealthy people want to make sure that if they're implicated, they're not, implicated, if you know what I mean.
Her memory gets a little fuzzier as it gets closer.
Yeah. It's like, was it Johnny the Rat from Naked Gun? Or from Police Squad, the TV series?
Yeah.
I can't remember that person's name.
Oh, maybe this will help you remember.
Oh, yeah. Tommy Smith.
What do you want to know?
Where did he live again?
What do you want to know about Tommy Smith? Well, what's it worth to you? 20 didn't? Okay. They keep exchanging the money back and forth. August is shaping up to be a great month, isn't it?
Yeah. I bet you our August is better than the Orange Turds August.
Let's see how our August is looking with our allies, with our international neighbors.
Okay. He's gonna go Euro. Okay, go for it.
Or even Asia. Oh dear. Well, I guess with the tariffs, we can't hurt them any more than we've hurt them. And our actions, we're just such an unreliable ally in trading.
Now, the highest energy, that's death and rebirth. So think of the phoenix rising from the ashes. Just if you want a positive thing here, but keep going.
The challenge, the Knight of Pentacles. Just meet us halfway with these tariffs. It's all about money. We're out there hurting them. It's got to do with money. I mean, a pentacle could be things of value, but it's like we're not valuing what they bring to us. Trump only looks at the trade deficit, and if there's a trade deficit, then we're not being treated fairly. Energy underneath it is the Magician. I think internationally, my gut feeling on this is our international trading partners, our international allies. They're just going to start basically forming new relationships, forming new bonds, new trading partners. They're just going to manifest a different result instead of relying on the United States and our systems. In the past, we got the Fool. Just Trump is not only acting foolish, but he's just taking us in a completely different course than we've ever been on. Think about how your neighbors would like you if you treated them the way Trump treats our neighbors. I mean, that's a different approach. I don't know how well this is going to work. Current energy is the Four of Cups, not happy with how they're being treated. But if you believe that they're trying to manifest a new sort of relationship with other countries, that's probably what that cup is there. It's time for a change. Overarching energy is the Seven of Pentacles. Looking at what they have of value, looking in the future, thinking about, what do I want to do with my money and my goods. Lesson to be learned, Knight of Wands.
That's right.
you take those actions, actions are going to start moving forward. It's it's kind of that, every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Sure, I was going to say actions have consequences, but
yeah, just these actions that have been taken against in the international community is causing things to move forward. That it's time to move on and stop relying on the U.S. You need to start acting more on your own, and you need to find the path. There's a different path forward that will suit you better. That's what I get.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a surprise because there's been no real olive branches being extended. It's just the olive branches. Okay, I won't put the tariffs on you for another 90 days, or
everything's leverage or extortion with this guy. And if he doesn't like something, he has a tantrum. He's a child. He's a 2-year-old.
Game cheats.
Yep. Where's I going to go with this? Do
you want to do international? Or you want to go like economy?
Yeah, Howard Trump's Trump's tariffs. The U.S. is going to get taken down several pegs here. We're going to be a pariah as far as trade goes. How is this going to impact? What is the tariffs and the economy looking like in the U.S. during the August month? What do we need to know as far as that goes? There's theft going on, sneaking around, and corruption, theft and corruption, and we're kind of stuck with this. I mentioned that Trump is either extortion or leverage. The negotiation's not in good faith. The rich get richer. And now, again, consequences of the actions that you've taken. You should have thought about this before you did it. We're at a crossroads here and a new path. Yeah, it's, we tease about Taco, but he's really going to go through with, he's going through with it this time. Again, for those who still negotiate, he'll buy you some time, but he's not an honest arbiter in his negotiations. Outcome is the leverage card. He may get some more agreements out of his tariffs with our neighbors, with Canada and Mexico. I know the Mexico tariffs got delayed as the president of Mexico is negotiating with Trump still, but Canada is being hit with 35% tariffs, which I don't quite understand how that works because we had the North American Free Trade Alliance, and then Trump said that was complete garbage. We're getting ripped off, so he renegotiated it to something else that I would just call NAFTA 2.0.
Yeah.
And then that was the best trade deal ever in the history of the United States. And then 4 years later, it's complete garbage and needs to be tossed out.
Yeah, because there's still a trade deficit. How could it possibly be fair if there's a deficit?
Now, more of the same, more waffling. And again, I think he tends to use this well, like, if you keep talking to me, i.e. keep bribing me, which is where I'm really going with this. That 7 of Swords and the double card is keep throwing money at me, and eventually we'll announce a deal type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what I'm getting with all this. This is about self-enrichment for Trump.
All right, let's see. How are the Republicans feeling as we move to the end of August?
I'm sure they're excited.
Boy, a whole bunch of cards just jumped on that one.
Like I said, they're very excited.
Oh, no, I've got him. I just put him back upside down. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. How are the Republicans feeling at the end of August? Well, we got lots of things to do.
Maybe you should read them upside down.
You know what? We're not going to do a damn thing.
Now the viewers can see what's going on.
Yep. Let's see. I think
Poison bush yields poison fruit. Congratulations.
Yep.
You've done this to yourself.
Energy underneath it. And you should have known it was coming.
Yep.
You know, the truth was out there. You knew what the truth was, and you have no one to blame but yourself.
You can leave the cards in the normal orientation if that's easier for you to put them back.
No, that's why I'll leave them upside down for those playing at home. So the 10's usually a burden, or it's just the beginning.
Took the easy way out. They took the easy way out.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Thank you. And then
instead of doing the heavy lifting, they took the easy way out.
Yeah, but it's going to become, the current energy is it's going to be coming to an end.
No, it's also out of control.
No, that's true.
Now it's like nobody's steering the car anymore.
Yeah, because they're just basically going on Trump's whim, and people aren't going to be happy about that.
That's every man for themselves.
And Page of Cups.
MAGA, stand in front of this runaway car and stop it.
It's maybe we were a little too crazy in the support, and maybe it's time to start forming some relationship and friendships. I keep getting that on my readings that, whoops, there goes my phone. That in August, the first one was, keeping a lid on your emotions, and that you had the Knight of Cups, an offer will be made, a peace offering. And maybe that's what I got here. The Republicans are feeling like, maybe we need to start making nice.
Well, think about it. When's the last time Republicans and Democrats, especially MAGA and Democrats, agreed on anything? And right now, we want all the Epstein files released. We want to know the names on his list.
I was just going to say, this is the only thing they seem to be in agreement right now is that Epstein files.
Right. We don't want a curated list. We want all the freaking names. Now, I mean, they could agree to that, but they think, at least it's our understanding, that they think all the names are like Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, George Soros, Chuck Schumer. That's who they think, Barack Obama. That's who they think is on that list.
Yeah. So they want to spend some time to think about it. They're seeing the crazy and the unethical behavior, and they want to shine some light on it and bring everything out into the open. Yeah.
Well, you're going to certainly find out about what your Republicans, how about Democrats, are things looking for the non-Republicans in August, politically speaking. Again, reaping what you sow. It's evaluating things here and challenged with the death. This is, I think, trying to get the evidence out, or trying to get the message out, and they're being stymied. They have to. When you're in Congress, Mike Johnson brings things out in the House. And so if you can come up with, we want to vote on these things, Mike Johnson sends everybody home early. Mm-hmm. So you have to kind of fight the system within the system. Underneath all the King of Wands, but you've got to keep pushing. You've got to keep making decisions and taking bold chances here. In the past, we've seen who the Republicans are. And in some ways, we're starting to see who some of the Democrats are in this one. You got to fight and push and push and fight. If you want to topple it all down, things are not normal. We are really at a tipping point with this country. And, normally Democrats are like peacemakers. Oh, kumbaya, let's all get along. And sometimes you just can't be that way. You got to pick and choose your battles as to when you're going to tone things down. Outcome is the Page of Wands. I mean, you're coming in with King of Wands energy, but you're leaving with Page of Wands energy. There is some action that they're taking here. I don't know what's going to happen with them. It's almost like leadership blanks. I think there's stuff coming up. Oh, you know what it is? The debt ceiling's coming up to be raised.
Mm-hmm.
And If you shut the government, that's what this is. You can shut the government down if you don't raise the debt ceiling, and there's some push to have the government shut down. So debt ceiling raised, government gets shut down. There's going to be fighting and posturing that we're going to do something about this shutdown, but then no, we couldn't possibly.
Yeah.
We'll get them next time. That's what I get. I don't think they have a spine on this one. They're not willing to shut everything down. I could be wrong.
No.
It would be neat that they actually sent out a message that, yeah, for the first time, we're actually playing hardball. That would be amazing. That's what they need to do, because that's what the Republicans do to them.
Yeah.
So treat them the same way they treat you. They're going to scream and howl about how unfair you are and how a minority party is preventing the majority from doing their will. But guess what? That's what the Republicans do all the time.
Yeah.
Fight fire with fire. They don't
2022 to 2024. That's how it worked.
Oh, during Obama's, his pretty much, other than 2 years, his entire tenure, 6 of his 8 years was like that.
Yeah. Well, that was an uplifting August reading. God.
Just fast forward to the end on this one.
Maybe September.
Anything else you want to throw out there?
No, that's all.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. This one you don't have to. Subscribe and hit the bell. We'll wake you up, hopefully, with more uplifting videos. Leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many.
Not everything's uplifting. Sometimes it's just the reality is what the reality is.
Yeah, that's the one thing. As optimistic as I am, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you, because
I'm having a hard time looking at those cards and coming up with, oh, this is going to be stupendous.
Yes.
But it happens. And again, leave comments for Gary. He deletes many and reads a few.
Quite the opposite. I haven't deleted many lately.
He reads a few and deletes many?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
Or did you mean like this kind of opposite?
Yes, there we go. That's going to fool a whole bunch of people. Hey, you look just like your brother. Hey, so let's give a couple of shout outs.
Why would we do such a thing?
Oh, because Valerie Smith would like a shout out. She goes, thank you to all your viewers that contribute. I can't at this time, but someday I'll get a shout out. Well, your someday is today.
Wait no more.
And then
that's just the video she doesn't watch.
And Carla Grantham Dinosaur, now there's a name. It was her birthday on the 31st of July. So happy
second birthday.
Yes.
You're 2 sticks old.
Luana Bailey made a very kind contribution yet again to the channel. Thank you so much, Luana.
Yes. You're going to drink yourself under the table. Let's drink yourself into a coma.
And Osmosis UK, Sumishta. Oh my goodness. Sumishta made a kind contribution.
I'm going to absorb that slowly until equilibrium is attained.
Yes, that was me drinking.
Yeah, trying to pronounce it.
And I think that's it for today.
All right. There's nothing else we need to do.
No, not a darn thing. There's no messaging that we need to provide to our viewers about what's going to be happening anytime soon. We should do a live stream soon. We're kind of in that window again.
Yeah, that could be this weekend, I suppose.
It could be.
Okay.
Hey, it's been almost 2 months since we had Libby on, and she said, once a quarter. So that means maybe in September, maybe we can get Libby to. She's
far too busy and far too important to grace the likes of our presence.
She's far too important.
Harass her. If Hogarth got her on his channel, and she's putting herself out there a little bit more, which is good. Glad to see her.
Yeah, that is absolutely very, very good. All right, that's all we got. Thanks so much, folks.
Take care.